What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another edition of CALCIO with Reno Zed. We're going to do a little recap of matchday 17 of the Serie A. Not every team, the first 8 teams, because Milan and Juventus are in between that section. So why not to talk about it? And you let me know your thoughts as well. Before anything, put a beautiful like and subscribe. This will be the last video. I don't think I'm really doing one at Christmas. I'll save the Juventus news on Thursday. Stay tuned. Maybe Thursday might be live with Alejandro from the Bianconeri zone. I gotta see with my schedule always because he invited me. Then I might do a live myself on my channel on Friday. And did I say Buon Natale if I don't see you once again, and a Happy New Year to all of you, and thank you for all the love, support. You guys are doing a wonderful job. Please keep on subscribing, sharing, and let's make this wonderful. If I do a live on Friday, I promise I'll do a call-in show. Who wants to join me, join, and we'll have lots of fun. I can't have everybody, but I try to manage 3-4 at a time. Okay? Now, looking at this Classifica, guys. We got Atalanta, 40. Napoli, 37, I believe. No, God, I already forget. Okay, first place Atalanta. Let's make it easy. Napoli, second. Then we got third, Inter. Then we have Lazio, that 34 place that I remember, fourth. Correct? Then we got Fiorentina, 5th. Juventus, 31. Same with Fiorentina, which they're 6th place Juventus. Then 26 Bologna and 28 Bologna and 26 Milan. Now, let's start off with the top. Atalanta, guys. I've been saying it since the beginning. Well, not really at the beginning, because this team at the beginning, they weren't doing that great. But then, somehow, someway, Mr. Gasperini tried to manage to gel this team. Especially De Ketelaere, guys. That kid. Like, I don't know what happened with AC Milan whatsoever, but he just transformed himself. He's been scoring every single goal. I know the last game, against Empoli, they were struggling, but at the last minute, they scored. De Ketelaere scored 3-2. And Empoli, like I said before, it's a team that give big teams trouble whatsoever. But what are your thoughts with the Atalanta? For me, they're one of the contenders of the Scudetto, and they probably will win the Scudetto, in my opinion. Someone was saying, even from my FTV, because they concede a lot of goals, well, even Inter concede, Juventus, they haven't conceded, but they've been tying. Milan have conceded more. They might go further at the Champions League, yes, but I think it's Atalanta's year. Of course, I'll get into Inter in my thoughts, but after Atalanta, now you let me know your thoughts on this team, because they've been playing wonderful. Even though without Cup Miners, well, with all these players they sold, they got some new ones. And Atalanta, they're representing Calcio, guys. Then correct me if I'm wrong. Then everybody has their opinion, huh? Everybody has their opinion. Then if you guys like the Catanacciaro, the defensive style, per carità signor. Now, Napoli, second place, they beat at last minute against Genoa. True, Genoa deserved a tie, but you got Conte. Even though they're not high quality players, this Napoli, can they be the contenders? I can see, but at the same time, we don't know how far. Yes, they have one competition, all right, but some of the games, they got pretty lucky, yeah, and their luck can kind of fade. you know? So, like the last game before this one, they managed to win 3-1. They were losing, then they managed to win 3-1. But I don't know, I don't. True, never underestimate Conte, especially with one campionato. So we have to wait and see. But I won't leave them on the side for the Scudetto. Now, another contender, which unfortunately to my fellow Cartonati, Inter, their third place, they can be the contender as well. Which last week they beat Lazio in home 6-0. And yesterday with Fiorentina, they beat them 2-0, which the good part with this Inter, I'm surprised Carlos Augusto has been scoring. Then Marcus Thuram, guys, that guy, whoever's going against Inter, try to block this guy. If you can't block this guy, he will find his way to score no matter what. Like, he's been scoring lots, and even the last minute goals. So we'll wait and see how far Inter is going to be, because they got Cagliari. Against Como. Mannaggia miseria, 2-0 against Como. You see, my brain is in La La Land. That's what happens when when life gets busy. Against Como. And Fiorentina lost with Udinese. We'll get to Fiorentina dopo. Sorry for my mistaking. So, with Cagliari, I'm pretty sure they'll win. Because I said with Como, these last two games with Inter, pretty easy. And because we're going to find out who's going to be the campione d'Inverno. Because we got Atalanta against Lazio in home. We'll see if Gasperini can manage to win that. Because there has been times in the past he had trouble with Lazio. And times that he beat them. Won. Then we got into a Cagliari. And Napoli with Venezia. I know the winter champions doesn't mean nothing, but we'll wait and see this week by the end of December who will be number one in December and if they can maintain at the end, because the points are very close. Same with Lazio, 34 points. If I'm not mistaken, Inter 37, so they're pretty much close. I don't know if Lazio managed to be the competition to compete with the Scudetto, but they're doing good in the Europa League, which they beat Lecce, if I'm not mistaken. So they had their bad loss with Inter, and then they lost with us 1-0 with the Juventus, Lazio. But Baroni has been doing a wonderful job, so maybe he can maintain the top four, maybe five. We don't know. Because with Serie A, anything can happen. And speaking anything can happen, Fiorentina was fourth place, now they're fifth, and Juventus sixth, the same points, which Sunday they are going against each other. And mark my words, after losing with that Udinese Fiorentina, they're going to play the game of their lifetime against Juventus. And I want to see my Juventus, if they play like Monza, they won't have a chance with Fiorentina. I could be wrong, but they got to do something and they got to be aggressive, because enough with this Catenaccio. Like, we got Mota. I know he's trying to, you know what I mean, to create, to do so. I know he doesn't have, they're missing, but there's no excuse. You don't need Bremer or, who else you're missing? That Bacala over there, Dr. Lewis, to beat Monza. Like, we beat them 2-1, 100%, but we need more grinta. Vince ma non convinci. They win, but they're not convincing. You know what I mean, with this Juventus. So, yes, finally after 45 days they win, but we gotta see with Fiorentina. That's all I gotta say. Now, Bologna at 28 points. Can't complain. Can he manage to go to Europa League? We'll see. Italiano has been good recently, because the beginning it was kind of tough. But even though he doesn't have Calafiore or Zurski whatsoever. I still managed to this Bologna to play good soccer, because the way they play, it's very good, and it's enjoyable to watch. They are 28. We'll see how far they go. I don't know if they're gonna make the first five or whatsoever. But long season to go. We have match 18 this weekend coming up, and let's wait and see. Now, Milan, 26 points. This Milan that everybody's telling me, oh, they're a great team, this and that. I don't know what is wrong with Milan. I did the video yesterday about Cardinale, and it's the same position as Juventus. They kind of play like the same. They both have players, both teams. Pretty much Milan, they've been playing together for a while. It all starts from for me, from the Società, in their case, Cardinale, that doesn't care. It's all Rose and Sanchez, and Ibrahimovic doesn't really care about this team. If you ask me, he's not really a manager. Something's missing with this Milan, because they're not looking pretty, and I don't know if they can manage to be top four. What do you think? Does this Milan still have it? Because we have to wait and see on January if Fonseca is going to stay, or whoever it's going to be. Either Allegri, Mancini. We'll see. Most likely Allegri, but let's wait and see. Because you don't want to keep Fonseca till the summer, then you're not going to even make conference, if you ask me. So we'll wait and see what happens. Same with Juventus. I'm all for top four, but it's a 50-50 for me. Luckily, if you're to lose, like Udinese give us a favor, but we have to look for us. We don't have to look the other teams dropping. Because the first three, they're not dropping anytime soon. Maybe Napoli, but Atalanta, Inter, nah, they're not dropping. Lazio, we'll see. Before I say they're dropping, we have to see, because this Lazio, it's totally different that we've been witnessing in the past. Let me know your thoughts. Put a beautiful like and subscribe. And I will chat with you lovebirds soon. And have a very, very Merry Christmas. And enjoy with the family and the loved ones. And a Happy New Year. Buon anno e buon Natale. Da vostro paesano, Rino Zaurini.